And yet you find yourself here again, watching us talk about random things. I'm Miles.
I'm Colin.
This is the Colin and Miles Show.
Our show today will be primarily entertainment based, with information that we want to share with you.
We're going to go over movies and TV. Let's start with movies. Recently we saw A Wrinkle in Time,
Which is based off of a book from 1967, I believe.
Colin read it in junior high, but I never did because I was sheltered. I don't really know if I was sheltered, but we'll go with that.
So we really enjoyed it. It was very colorful and glitter filled, which I enjoyed.
Colin in colors, I can only imagine.
But did you like it too?
Yeah, I liked it. I think it was an interesting Disney movie, to say the least. Seeing Oprah as a giant human being, that was pretty interesting, to say the least.
But a lot of people on IMDb gave it 1 out of 10 stars, which I found pretty flabbergasting.
Well, I think the more interesting part was how relevant their reviews were. I mean, they were so grammatically correct and just incredibly written reviews.
Yeah, and they were so rude. Like if you're going to see a movie adaptation of a book, of course it's not going to be the same as the book. We know this already. It's just a fact. So don't get upset about that. Just take them as two different things.
Some people just have to get upset about anything and everything. In regards to movies, here's some that we're looking forward to seeing.
Ready Player One, which comes out March 29th. I really like the trailer for that and the music.
Here's a few seconds of it now.
Come with me.
This is the Oasis. It's a place where the limits of reality are your own imagination. People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do, but they stay because of all the things they can be.
Marvel Infinity Wars comes out in May, which it seems like, yet another Marvel movie that's going to make a whole lot of money. If I had to choose between Marvel and DC, if I had to choose between films, it would be Marvel. But if I had to choose between animated series, comic books, and everything else, it would be DC hands down.
I'm just a Clark Kent person, so yeah.
If you're a Smallville fan, she's the Chloe to my Clark Kent. Only we actually got together.
And another movie we want to see is, I think, coming out in August, Christopher Robin.
We saw the preview for this movie when we went to go see A Wrinkle in Time, and I was taken aback by the fact that it was actually Winnie the Pooh. And so, based on the few seconds in the trailer that Pooh said something to Christopher Robin, that's the entirety of the reasoning I want to see it. Because it's Winnie the Pooh.
It's going to be cute.
Like any good, bear movie, Paddington, Winnie the Pooh. I don't think there's any others.
Oh, happy videos.
So here's a video that I think will make everyone smile.
Now we're going to talk about TV shows on cable and also streaming services that will be renewed or canceled. I think only one on this list is canceled, though. These are all shows that we watch, but if you would like to suggest anything or tell us what you watch in the comments, that would be nice. And all of this info came from TV by the Numbers, which I will put a link below. The first show is The Good Doctor, which is going to be renewed for season 2, and that's on ABC. The Good Doctor is about a surgical resident. I think this is in San Jose.
Somewhere in Southern California.
He has autism, and so it's about him and his like interactions with people. And you like it because, I mean, one of the things you like is the animations.
How he's, got an eidetic memory and just hangs on to everything. So whenever there's a problem that pops up, his things will populate around his head like this.
And I started watching this show, or I wanted to watch this show because it was by the same creator of House, which we really enjoy.
Also, it's the kid from...
Oh, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So the next show that I think everyone who watches it knows is renewed for season 3 is This Is Us.
It is a emotional show, best way to put it. No one cries at the end of an episode, ever.
And like 3 of the people are from other things, but the person that plays Kevin was actually on Smallville as the Green Arrow.
Let's face it, he's really the Green Arrow.
He'll always be the Green Arrow. The next show is The Big Bang Theory, which has been renewed for season 12.
At this point, I think that they are just, making money to make money.
Yeah, they said the next season might be the last one, but I think sometimes they run out of ideas.
Yeah, kind of like Kelly Cuoco's Pixie Cut. Terrible, terrible move.
I liked it. That's one of the things that made me want one.
See? It was a bad influence. I'm kidding. Looks great on her. Not on Kelly Cuoco.
The next show is Young Sheldon, which has been renewed for season 2.
I'm interested to see how this one turns out because he's 9 years old in high school and he's supposed to start college when he's 11, but they've really centralized the show around his family.
Oh, and I also want to say the last 2 shows, Young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory, are on CBS, and then This Is Us is on NBC. Just so you know.
Hey, networks. That's a cue for you to write a check.
The next show is The Good Place, which is on NBC, and it's been renewed for season 3. It's also on Netflix.
It's a pleasantly built comedy, but I don't see how far that they can push this show, and I'm interested to see what the writers come up with.
The Orville, which is on Fox, is renewed for season 2.
It puts the same realism that's in Star Trek Discovery with a bit of crude humor, which I'm okay with.
It's not too bad, because I like it. I like the show. Designated Survivor, which is on ABC. We don't know yet.
So, Designated Survivor, as the title suggests, is regarding the designated survivor. But, I mean, now, what should it be called? Jack Bauer does the presidency.
Is that his name?
No, Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh.
He's Jack Bauer in 24.
Oh, I didn't know what his name was there.
I really think it should just be called Jack Bauer as president because it really, really shies away from the fact that he's the designated survivor after the first 10 episodes. So, yeah.
And it's in season 2 right now, so if it gets renewed, it'll be in its 3rd season. I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of watching it at this point.
So, we found Kuttner from House. He's in Designated Survivor. He didn't kill himself. See? Right.
Sorry about that, everybody. Carter wasn't feeling very well.
The next show, which is on the CW, is Supernatural. And we don't know yet, but it will probably be renewed for season 14.
At this point, it's just enjoyable to watch, but they haven't had any real originality to the show roots of, killing evil things, which I'd be happy if they brought it back to, season 1 through 5, Sam and Dean.
Yes, well, it was supposed to end at season 5, but it didn't.
But, they're all about making that money. The reason we don't know about Supernatural is because we read a story in the links below, is that Jensen Ackles, Jason Padalecki, and Robert Singer, who's the showrunner, want to get to a 300th episode, which, is nice, but again, is unless they put some originality back to season 1 through 5, Sam and Dean demon hunting, then I think it's just going to, be a moneymaker and not entertaining.
And sadly, Once Upon a Time has been canceled, which you already heard in a previous video from us, but it's canceling after 7 seasons.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not.
Now let's move on to some streaming service shows. But before we get there, let's look at some animals being really nice to each other.
Yeah. What is it?
It's a biscuit.
Oh no, she's pushing it towards him.
Oh, what is that?
Did that make you smile? It should have. So, a few shows that we're watching on Netflix. One is the Santa Clarita Diet, which has Drew Barrymore as some type of zombie and how her family's dealing with it. It's pretty entertaining.
And it's been, season 2 was just released recently.
Another one, another show which I'm sure a lot of people have heard of because of the marketing is Fuller House, which I grew up on Full House, and I'm not really digging the Fuller House vibe.
Aw.
Yeah.
I binge watched season 3 over Christmas, which says something because I hate binge watching things.
Yeah, well, I just can't really dedicate myself to the storyline.
I think it's too girly for you, maybe.
Maybe. Real quick side note, has anyone heard the conspiracy theory that Joey is actually the father to all of the Danny Tanner children? It's a pretty intriguing read. Link down below. Obviously, we're watching Stranger Things, or we're finished with the second season at least. I'm interested to see where the third season goes because according to the creator, they're going to stop torturing Will. Poor Will.
Black Mirror, which is on Netflix, has been renewed for season 5.
Out of all the shows on the Black Mirror season 4, my favorite one is the Star Trek parody. This tech guru, whenever he doesn't like someone, takes their DNA and puts them into a video game and lives out a fantasy. It's really creepy, but really cool at the same time to see the victims, fight back.
And I liked that episode about the dating app.
Oh, the dating app episode, that was weird.
It was cool, though.
Yeah, I never said it wasn't cool. It's just weird, too.
I think it's called Hang the DJ.
Hang the DJ.
Yeah.
As you heard in the last video, Star Trek Discovery, I suggested it. Apparently it won't be back until 2019. The idea is to get season 2 at a point where they're not rushing it and they want quality over quantity. I'm excited to see where season 2 goes because now it's going to be more so focused on the Federation and not the Klingon Federation War. Also, if you know any good hairstylists, comment below because Colin wants someone who can rock her hair, make it look phenomenal. Because she keeps saying, oh, my hair looks terrible, my hair looks terrible. Well, it doesn't, but nonetheless. So, any ladies watching and you live around us, not giving that away where we live, but you could probably find out pretty easily, is comment below. And also, to random people watching, just comment. It helps us know that we're loved.
Or if you just have any suggestions also.
Works for us. Other than that, we hope you enjoyed watching.
So until next time, I'm Colin.
I'm Miles. And we weren't interrupted by cats this time. That's impressive.